Are we here? Are we alive? Are you here? Am I here? Are we actually here? It's Elden Ring here. Let's get some game audio. Oh, there we go. Hello, everybody. Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you're on the world. Hi, Lumi here, and welcome back to more Elden Ring. Because, we've just been playing this non-stop for the past few months, because I have been absolutely loving my time in the lands between. It's been absolutely fantastic, and today we are moving on to the third region of the game, Caelid. What a great way to spend the spooky month of October than in Caelid. I have heard so much about this place. I've seen bits of this place from when we were forcibly teleported there, and oh boy, what an area we have ahead of us. Welcome into stream, everyone. It's so lovely to see you all around. Hello to my lovely wife, Moon. Hello, Vulcan Vanaros. Lovely to see you around. And of course, hello, any lurkers, VOD watchers. Hope you're all having a great one. I am doing pretty good. I had a pretty solid day. I slept well. Things are well. I ate well. So I'm just excited to play more Elden Ring. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for being here, everyone. When you hop into the lands between my arms after stream, of course. Yes. Thank you, Moon. You're making me smile and giggle like a little girl. All right. Yeah, let's just boot up our save file, and I want to talk about our character build for a little bit before we actually start exploring and doing Caelid stuff. Just because I've done some off-stream, I guess you could call it research, just looking into things, because I was just thinking about my character build a lot at the end of the previous stream, and where exactly I'm trying to go with it. Well, here we are, we're in Limgrave. We got our Lanedell Knight armor, and we got the Knight's Greatsword, which is very, very, very nice. Let me throw on the helmet just so you can see the full set. Pretty awesome. But I'm going without a helmet because I want to look at my character's pretty face. Alright, so character build. Let's pull up the status screen. We are level 71, which is pretty much level appropriate for Caelid from what I've heard. So I said that I wanted to be a quality paladin, but I looked into it. I looked into the dex weapons I actually want to use, and I looked into the faith stuff that I actually want to use, and to be honest, I don't really feel like I need to level my dex or faith any more than they currently are. With Radagon's Scar Seal, we have that boost there to our dex and strength and all of that, so pretty much for the rest of the game, just full stop, we're going to be focusing primarily vigor, endurance, and strength. I do want to get a bit of mind in there, just, to have a little bit more FP, but yeah, when I said quality paladin, I looked it up, and you gotta get your stats to 60 strength and 60 dex just to outpace regular strength for dex builds. And that's a lot. That's quite the investment when I could just be leveling strength. And, as I said, I have the stats to use all the dex and faith stuff that I'm interested in, so I'm just not gonna invest in those stats anymore. I'm happy with where they are right now. So yeah, just want to get that out of the way. I was thinking about my character build. I'm not a number cruncher or a min-maxer. Soft caps or something that still confuse me to this day. I mean, I know what they are, and I know what the thresholds are for them, but they're never things that I'm actively thinking about when I play a Souls game. As long as the stats are good enough for me to beat the game, then that's all that matters, and leveling in Elden Ring has felt pretty slow, so I just want to put my levels, primarily into those three stats of vigor, endurance, and strength. At least, for the rest of the game, and then maybe I can, dump some extra points elsewhere, if I become a bit over-leveled. So that was just my thought there. And we are here at the Summon Warder Village outskirts. Oh, right, as an extension of all of that, I want to actually change the scaling on my weapons to be more strength-oriented. Since I did look at the AR last time, and the AR is just better even when one-handing, so let's do that. So we're gonna go longsword, gonna make it heavy. We're gonna make knights, heavy greatsword, no more quality Uchigatana, it's heavy Uchigatana. And that, pretty much that for now. And I was also thinking, I'm probably going to be dropping the longsword soon. Just because I have two weapons in mind that I want to use for my first playthrough here. The Ordovis's Greatsword, which we get much later into the game, and the Nagakiba, which we get in the Altus Plateau, if memory serves correctly. Although technically it is available earlier, but it does require killing Yura, and I don't want to do that. Alright, we had Gale Tunnel here. Why don't we start there? Because we also actually have to do that for Alexander's questline, so let's get started with that. The NPC checklist for Caelid is actually pretty small. There's honestly not that much to do here in terms of questlines. There's like 2 things to do for questlines, really. And a lot of that stuff is just part of the main path of Caelid. Because, as you might remember from the previous stream, or the stream before that, we surmised that Radahn is basically a problem for Ranni, and so we're going to be fighting him and dealing with him, and Blythe is at Redmane Castle right now, waiting for us to go beat the shit out of Radahn. Basically, Radahn apparently, like, ceased the movement of the stars, and so they don't control fate the same way that they used to. So Ranni's destiny is kind of on a little bit of a hiatus. Why did I put a marker here? I genuinely don't remember. Oh, it's because there was a cave here. Oh, is this the Gale Tunnel? I think it is. Yep, Gale Tunnel. Alright, we can remove that marker now. And we absolutely cannot level anytime soon. I don't think we have all that many runes in our inventory either, if I double check. We have a little bit, but probably not enough for another level, I don't think. I'll just hold on to them for now. Do I want to reread any item descriptions? I don't think so. I think we're good to just continue on through this little dungeon. We're still mid-rolling, which is good. Yeah, just double-checking that. Does say medium load. We're getting smithing stones, which I really need those for my Knight's Greatsword. Yeah, I'm gonna stop upgrading my longsword and Uchigatana and just focus the Knight's Greatsword for now. Friend! I don't see friend here. Does not open from this side. Oh. I guess I have to go from a different entrance? Friend ahead. Yeah, I don't see friend ahead. Material ahead. Okay. There's no, like, hidden path or anything? Grace, but bloodstain? Oh, that's weird. Friend ahead. Bloodstain? Visions of Old Codger. Okay. So let's just head out here and see if we can find another entrance. First off, turn back, seek precious item. Didn't expect lovable sword or dead end ahead. No boss ahead, but a behold friend. Yeah, let's just... Did I look around here? I don't know. But yeah, we do need to meet Alexander in Gale Tunnel. So it's just a matter of finding the other entrance to Gale Tunnel. I guess I can kill this giant as well. I can use it as a little warm-up of getting used to Elden Ring combat again and trying out my greatsword. Yeah, they barely scratch us. Any drops? Nope. Right, if I check the map, do I see, like, has Alexander moved? Yes, he has. Because his icon's not there anymore. Because I was really confused with, like, the Gale Tunnel thing. I'm like, what do you mean, like, friend ahead? I don't see any NPC there. So I'm guessing that just means that there's a different entrance to Gale Tunnel. Which we can try, like, this way, maybe? We're gonna try enter from, like, the other way, I guess. It's pointing specifically here, so I think we need to go up. Alright, well, I do see a church ahead, and I also see a lore monument, so... Why is it always enemy? Try Bloodstain. What are you dying to? Didn't expect rolling. Oh, the giant that we just killed. I thought about it for a second. I expect rolling, so to speak, rushing in. Yeah, the giant rolls around. So there's a church here, and there's also a lore monument here. Oh, I'm scared. Let's take a look at the lore monument. Lord Godfrey, at last, at the end of his campaign, his golden armies unvanquished and unbowed, yet finds grace lost, tattered and faded. Right, okay, that is interesting. Also, the skies are red now that we're in Caelid. Yeah. Welcome to hell. Okay, I just need to, like, process this. At last, at the end of his campaign, his golden armies unvanquished and unbowed, yet finds grace lost, tattered and faded. Right, so I do remember from one of the churches of Marika, we heard a story about Marika sending Godfrey to go wage war in foreign lands and fight and die, and then they'll have their grace given back to them, where they will then return to the lands between. So I guess this is basically telling us that, yeah, so Lord Godfrey, he went and he waged war in other lands. His armies weren't defeated, and they found grace. Yet finds grace lost, tattered, and faded. Alright. Oh, I got no horse? Beware of strong foe. Oh, invaded by Anastasia, Tarnished Eda. Where are you? Behind me? Oh! Well, great time to try out this skill. How do you like that? I don't really have a thrust skill on this sword, sadly, but I don't need one. There we go, we got the Sacred Scorpion Charm. Behold, lovable sword. Try fire. Got the Nomadic Warriors Cookbook and the Missionaries Cookbook. Would this be an item? Alright, let's touch this grace. And let's take a look at our loot. Missionaries Cookbook. A record of crafting techniques left by a man who, unable to become a finger maiden, instead became a missionary and went forth to spread holy teachings. Acquire the knowledge to craft the following. Silver pickled fowlfoot. Yay, we can make those finally. And then Nomadic Warriors Cookbook 14. A record of crafting techniques left by roaming nomad warriors. Contains knowledge for surviving in the face of utter scarcity. Acquired the knowledge to craft the following. Poison pot, roped poison pot, and poison bone dart. And then we got the Sacred Scorpion Charm. A talisman carried by assassins who strike unseen. Patterned on a scorpion freshly shed of its exoskeleton, its claws seizing a heart with a blessed glow. Raises holy attack power, but lowers damage negation. A man who wanted to become a maiden? You gotta give them HRT. I'm sure HRT exists in Lands Between. It does! Renala can literally rebirth people, change their appearance. Alright. You raise holy attack, lower damage negation. That's pretty handy. Also, let me adjust my headphones real quick, because I feel like I'm only hearing the audio from my right ear. I'm sure it's fine on stream, it's just on my end. I guess it's kind of hard to tell, though. Yeah, it's definitely headphones acting up. I just have to restart them, and should be all good. Let's see, is that good? I can't tell. Alright, that should be fine. No, it doesn't sound fine. Hang on. I'm just drinking flasks to test the audio, because, you know, that's, like, actually pretty loud to, you know, to hear. Alright, that sounds better. Alright, I want to look at that item description again, just because I was distracted, sort of, by headphones. It's carried by assassins who strike unseen, patterned on a scorpion freshly shed of its exoskeleton, its claws seizing a heart with a blessed glow. Oh, I can see it now. I see. I was, like, looking at the talisman and I'm like, I don't really see a scorpion, but now I see it. Alright. And yes, very happy to have the silver pickled fowlfoot. Actually, one way to test audio would just be for me to go to the round table hold and talk to someone and, like, see if I can only hear them out my right ear. Alright, fire, behold, lovable sort. What do we need for silver pickled fowlfoots? We need... Oh, we have to hunt birds, I see. That makes sense. Which I have not been doing. I've not wanted to kill birds, but I mean, if I got to, then... The sword does have a pretty cool moveset as well. Alright, so this is the Smoldering Church. We can use Torrent again now because I see we were invaded. Be wary of doggos. Drawstring Lightning Grease. Solidified grease made from a mixture of fulminating materials. Craftable item. A short string is attached to this lump. Quickly coats armament, inflicting lightning damage, but with a brief effect owing to its small size. Actually, I wanted to check around the church if there was anything else. Yeah, so Caelid is a... Oh! Faded Erdleaf Flower, that's new. Right, new region, which means completely new materials. An Erdleaf flower that has faded to a pale scarlet, found blooming in rotten lands. Material used in crafting items. Said to be fed by leaves that fell from the Erd tree in the days of antiquity. Okay. Oh, that's just a skull. I thought it was like a player message. Very beautiful but haunting. Which is great, you know, it's great that, you know, for the Halloween season, I get to be in Caelid. Let there be rump. Behold, great tree! Yeah! That's the Erd tree. Try don't give up, exactly. Like, the Erd tree is literally right in front of us. It's directly across the waters here. It's like we're so close to our goal of getting to the Erd tree. I mean, I think technically we can do that now. But that would require skipping a lot of the game, because as I've come to know, like 90% of Elden Ring is optional. If you really don't want to play the game, you can just do that. You can just go, like, straight to the end of the game, essentially. I mean, like, Caelid here is completely optional as well. Death ahead, therefore think carefully. Oh, there it is. The drop. Caelid. Is this instant death if I touch it? I have to find out. No? Alright, that's another grace. There's a ghost to talk to there, and holy fuck, what are this? What is that? Nascent butterfly, we appreciate those. Oh shit, yeah, I don't like this place already. It's rotting. Everything rotting scarlet. The very earth that Caelid rests upon, and Celia, town of sorcery. The end is nigh for us all. What model do you have? You just look like a regular Lands Between person, I think. Alright. So, yeah, Town of Celia. I think we've heard mention of that before. There's a finger reader here that we could get some guidance from, and a telescope. We also want to get the maps for the region, obviously. Celia Crystal Tunnel, we were forcibly teleported there from a trap. So, we can actually go back there and finish that now. But yeah, I want to try and do... the Guidance of Grace is pointing us this way, to the east. Which I'm assuming is where Redmane Castle would be. Shack of the Rotting. Nice, we got some preserving boluses. Jumping, oh jumping. Holy fuck! Scared me. I'm playing a zombie game now. Wait, so is stuff in Caelid weak to fire? I just need to experiment with that. Why do I hear combat music? Oh. Well, I know that this is definitely weak to fire. And also, because we have the Clawmark seal as our sacred seal, it scales off of strength and faith. So if we just commit to more strength, it means we don't need to level faith for, like, upping our damage on our incantations. That thought just occurred to me. There's like the big lake of rot there. There's a castle over there. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's more of these. Maybe I could put an ash on my weapons that do fire damage? I'm not sure. Because I am just happy to use, like, Black Flame and O Flame and all those different incantations. And also fire bombs, of course, like, or fire pots, sorry. Your fire bombs have transitioned to fire pots, you know, I don't want to dead name them. Also, because it scales off of strength, if I two-hand my Sacred Seal, then I do actually get a damage bonus for it. So, I mean, in other words, it's like perfect for Paladin builds. Or like Strength Paladin builds. Because you could obviously do like a Dex Paladin where you level Dex and Faith primarily. So, like, we could try this here. If I not two-hand my shield, but if I two-hand this... Oh yeah, I can see the damage increase. And then I can just finish it from there. What does this say? Try fire? Yep. Oh, and we also know about that in the lore, right? Because, like, they use fire to, like, stave off Scarlet Rot. Hang on, I do actually want to check my notes from the merchants, because don't I have something about, like, Caelid? Or maybe I don't. What are Frenzied Flame? Oh, I hear an enemy. Revenants, Flame Chariots, Wandering Mausoleum, Frenzied Flame Village, Land Squirts. Demi-Human Mobs, Preceptor Secret. Oh! Yeah, remember this note? Preceptor Selvus is hiding a dirty secret in a cellar among the ruins not far from the Sisters 3. The vile Graven Witch seems to be a frequent visitor to that place. And I do remember, Selen is the Graven Witch, I believe. That is, like, the name that she received when she was exiled from the Academy. I think it was, like, it was a different item description where we learnt a bunch about, like, using fire to stave off Scarlet Rot. Othering bosses are too hard, the average tank builds, and then it's like literally a tank killing the boss. It's a funny YouTube short. Yeah, I'm just looking for Gale Tunnel right now. That's where my efforts are aimed. Still no seed. Oh, yeah, there's no golden seed here. Or just Spearhead. So to speak, could this be a crossable spot? Well, you never know. I mean, yeah, that looks like you could go down on that. Beautiful. Oh, and I think this is how we get to Gale Tunnel, it looks like? I'll stop thinking about it, it loops in my head. It is funny. Yeah, I think we just drop here. Thank you message. I want to go home ahead. Yeah. Oh, so there it is. That's Gale Tunnel. But first, let's fight these Redmane Knights. So these are the knights that General Radahn commands. And if we get some drops like their armor, then we get to learn more about them. Oh, right. They use fire. That's like their whole thing. Why is it always bloodstained? So to speak, seek skill. I just remember seeing one of those messages. Why is it always message? Good question. Getting wiped so concerned right now and running gorgeous view ahead in front of your mirror. Thank you. Champion ahead. Alright. Yeah, so this is where we're gonna find our friend Alexander. In Gale Tunnel. Night oh night. Bloodstain? Be wary of beating to a pulp. By the way, why is it always bloodstain? Good question. Oh damn, they have new movesets. Like slightly different movesets. That's cool. But they die all the same. Something ahead. Try attacking in short secret ahead. Okay. Are you just trolling me? Yep, sure are. Material ahead. Right. Nice. Hidden path ahead. Of course there's not a hidden path ahead, but I have to try it anyway, because, like, what if it's true? Try jumping. Yeah, that's an idea. Alright, now if we sit at this grace, it should say this is the Gale Tunnel. Yep. So I see, like, we go through the Gale Tunnel and then we end up back in Limgrave, because I believe, we do need to backtrack to Liurnia at some point. In fact, I don't know why it, like, loops back to Limgrave. I'm trying to think, like, from a game design standpoint, like, why would it do that? Oh well. Who cares? Let's kill knights and get materials. It feels great to be using a greatsword again. Especially when this one has, like, really cool moves. We got a pickaxe drop, that's awesome. And I believe that, like, at least the two-handed moveset is, like, from what I've heard, it's, like, semi-realistic sword fighting, whereas, like, the other great sword moves where you're constantly slamming it into the ground is, like, that's not, like, something that actual sword fighters would do in medieval times. Not that I care about realism or anything, it's just, like, it's cool to hear that something is, like, a relatively practical technique. Right, projectile weapon. Grove octopus, all the more strong foe ahead. Okay. I'm guessing a large one's gonna show up. Yep. There it is. So can I please lock onto you? There we go, and we're just gonna zap you a bunch. Got him. And they had to give the coolest moveset to Soldier of Godric's greatsword, naturally. I think Soldier of Godric uses the Lordsworn sword. This is Knight's greatsword. Or like the Lordsworn's greatsword. I can't tell though. I'd have to like fight Soldier of Godric again and look at his sword. Because I believe this is the sword of like the Lane Down Knights primarily, and the Mausoleum Knights. Well done. Cross Naginata? Can I even use that? I do have the stats for it, yeah. Weapon consisting of a 3-pronged blade affixed to a long pole. The long central blade closely resembles a katana. A weapon of the Land of Reeds, known for its ability to be wielded as a spear while still being capable of performing slashing attacks. And the skill is Impaling Thrust. And yes, it is, at base it is primarily dex scaling. Yeah, very, very cool. Alright, let's keep looking around. It's actually raining in real life at the moment. You know, give me some nice, cozy Elden Ring ambience here. Alright, these are weak to fire, so... I actually really like these cave, or like tunnel dungeons. Primarily because you just get so many upgrade materials from them. Uh-oh. No, don't call in your friends. Oh my goodness, Marky, thank you so much for the raid. Hang on, I gotta make sure I don't die here. But I hope you had a marvelous time with Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin, or Scholar of the Marquee Chin. Thank you so much for rating it. Okay, I think I'm safe now. Yeah, I think I'm safe. Hey Marky, thank you so much for rating in, really do appreciate it. If you're not following the wonderful Mark Chin already, what are you doing? Go and fix that. Marky is a librarian VTuber, and he focuses primarily on full completion of games and challenge runs, and is doing a first-time playthrough of Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin, while also trying to get all Steam achievements. I mean, you can't do that in a single playthrough, but, you know, across multiple playthroughs, he will be getting all of those achievements. And, yeah, thank you so much for trusting your community with me, Marky. I always do appreciate it. Thank you so very much, Lumi. And Moon, you made it into the poison tonight. Which poison? You thought Dark Souls 2 only has one poison area? I think I saw which area it was. It was, I forget the name of it, but I think I know what area you're talking about. But yeah, thank you so much for raiding in. Really do appreciate it. Marquee Raiders, if you have to raid and run, that's totally understandable. I know it's getting late in a lot of time zones. And, you know, like, you should prioritize your own self-care. Do not, like, stay up, you know, just for me. Or, you know, if you need to be somewhere else or you need to get food, like, you know, please look after yourselves, first and foremost. But as for me, hi, I'm Lumi. I'm a Hot Lady Night VTuber. I do playthroughs of RPGs and story-driven titles, but I like to dabble in a lot of other genres as well. And we are here with a first-time playthrough of Elden Ring, which, before you ask, no, this is not my first Souls-like. I have played the entire Dark Souls trilogy and a bunch of non-FromSoft Souls-likes as well. And this is also actually a 100% playthrough. The difference, though, is that I am actually using guides and whatnot. Spoiler-free guides, mind you, but still I'm using guides nonetheless because I want to make sure that I obtain every item to read the lore, item descriptions, and I also want to make sure that I'm able to see through basically all of the NPC quest lines, because normally I would play through a Souls game first time and not look up NPC questline stuff, but because this game is so massive, I would rather just see it all in a single playthrough. I told the class that you are the inventor of Dark Souls, basically. Aw, thank you. I appreciate it. We are in a mid-game-ish area, I believe. So if you do care about spoilers, you know, now's your warning to look away. Right now we're just in a generic tunnel. Elden Ring does reuse a lot of assets, so this tunnel here looks pretty much identical to all the other tunnels that we've been through in the game thus far. But once we get out of this tunnel, there'll be, like, big visual spoilers for a mid-game area, I would say. At least I believe it's a mid-game area. I could be wrong. Right now we're just looting all of these crystals and upgrade materials. And we are here in this tunnel not only to get all of that loot. Nice, a gold pickled foulfoot. Liar head. Let me guess, someone said there's a hidden wall here, which there is not. But we're also here in this tunnel to progress an NPC questline. There's an NPC that we met very early on in the game, who is here in this tunnel, and I'd like to continue their storyline. And I got some new fashion. I did some farming last stream to get some item drops that I wanted, and I'm very happy with them now. Thank you again, Marky, for reading and trusting everyone with silly old me. Enemy ahead, beware you fire. Didn't I go through this way? Sorry, I'm a bit scatterbrained from having just been raided by the lovely Marky. Also, this game does not have permanent enemy deletion, so thankfully we do not have to massacre the entire population of the lands between. Like how Marky is killing everything in Drang Lake. Alright, we already went this way, didn't we? Yeah, we did. No peace through genocide, exactly. Although I won't spoil anything about Elden Ring's story, but in a lot of ways it feels like we are kind of just pillaging and genociding this entire land. For our own like self-proclaimed justice. Which, by the way, yes, we are actually playing a paladin character. That is kind of the build that I'm going for, as the kids say. First off, east, armament ahead. And we're also playing online, as you can see. There's player messages, there's bloodstains here you can interact with, you can see how other players have died. This poor Saul just got absolutely deleted. Right, no, I've been that way multiple times. We already got the armament that this message was talking about. Alright, so it looks like we can drop down here, but let's be smart. Because I'm not using magic, but I am using incantations, which is the equivalent of miracles in Dark Souls. Because if I'm playing a holy paladin, you know, I gotta have the power of God and anime on my side, I guess. Got another Grace Mimic. Hole ahead. Can I cannot crouch through that. Liar head, so to speak, no horse ahead. Liar head. Hidden path ahead. As you can see, there's no hidden path ahead. They are lying. It's true. No horse ahead. Brace ahead, and then be wary of right. Okay. Friend ahead. Okay. My favorite miracle is you coming into my life. Aw, thank you, Moon. You're very, very sweet. As always. Right, let's head through here. Is Pot Friend here? Oh, Pot Friend. Oh, wait, no, this is... Oh, we're back in... Oh, I see. We're back in... Limgrave. Right, because I can go through here and head back to Limgrave. Where is Alexander, then? I keep seeing all these messages about, like, friend ahead, but I don't see him. Should be pretty easy to spot as well. He is just a giant pot friend. I guess I just do this? Brace that to be wary of right, no horse ahead. Hang on, I might need to actually look this up, because I want to make sure that I haven't, like, messed anything up with this quest line. Let me check here. And thank you so much for the lurk, Marquis. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, sorry, I am checking my notes here. Let's see. Go through, open the door for Alexander, exhaust his dialogue. He's not there, though, so I don't see him. Marky says, I really need some food. Best of luck, Lumi. Shall be here. Thank you so much. Yeah, I am confused. Alexander not at Gale Tunnel. Let's see. Okay. Oh! Okay. Damn! Hi, Violet. Thank you for the word ban. Okay, I cannot say that word for the next 5 minutes. Sure, I will give it my best shot. And please yell at me if I do say the word in question. And also, hello, Flo. It's lovely to see you around as well. Let's see. Yeah, I have not... Huh, okay. I'm just gonna need to be a little bit more thorough to find what I'm looking for here. Hello, Lumi. Hi, hope you're doing alright. Right now we're just looking for an NPC who is not present. That should be present here. Unless I'm actually blind and just running past him. But I don't believe that this is the case. I mean, there's a boss here? Oh, shh, I already said the word. Congratulations, Violet, you won. So I will refund you those channel points when I can. I suppose we can do this boss here to celebrate the Marquee raid. It's Magma Worm. We've already fought one of these before. Ow. Easy one, yeah. It's very easy when you set it to a very basic word. Ow, ow. just stay under the dragon. I'll be fine. Hopefully we will get to stagger this worm in a moment. So we should be building up... Yep, there we go. There's the stagger. We should have enough time to do this, and then riposte. Yep. Oh, nope, my heavy attack missed there. Oh, right, yes, because you cannot hit enemies while they're down in Elden Ring. Sorry, that's something that's in Night Rain, but not in this game. There we go. First try. I get a Dragon Heart for it and Moon Veil. Right, that weapon that that person was asking if I had. Victory, oh victory. Precious item ahead. Time for back. I could have said to an easy word, whatever do you mean? You know, like a word that I would never say. Suffering? No, we're not suffering, actually. The game has been, honestly, not that hard. Despite all of the deaths that you see on screen. Alright, let's look at Moonveil, which is a katana. Katana forged of glintstone. Masterpiece of a Cillian swordsmith. Light enwreaths the blade when sheathed, explaining its Moonveil moniker. Unique skill, transient moonlight. Sheath blade, holding it at the hip in a composed stance. Follow up with either a normal or strong attack to draw the blade at great speed for an instant slash attack. Both attacks fire off a wave of light. Unfortunately, we cannot use this because it requires 23 intelligence, and we are not leveling any more intelligence. We are just gonna keep it at our base of 9. So, no magic katanas for us. But it seems like we will get to visit the town of Celia, or Celia, however you want to say it, here in the Caelid region, so I'm looking forward to that. It's a town of sorcery, apparently, so not really that beneficial for us, but who knows? We'll see what is there. Yeah, this is a very cool katana. Unfortunately, I cannot use it, but that's okay. And if we too easily a set word to, like, I don't know, Madagascar. Exactly. Okay. Yeah, I just need to keep looking for Alexander, because he's not here. Or just keep looking around, I guess. I highly doubt that we've, like, permanently fucked up his questline, but you know me, I can't help but be a little bit concerned. Seeking cave woman to avoid certain words. That is true, I have done that before. That is something that I have done before, in order to prevent saying certain words. Samurai ahead. Oh wait, oh, I see, I see. So the reason why this place comes back to Limgrave is because we literally cannot go back up once we enter this place. Samurai Lumi, yeah! I can be a samurai from time to time. Alright, well, I guess we'll just use the exit point with the boss room, and a little bit concerned that I can't find our little pot friend. Pot friend, where art thou? Like, you should be here. all the messages are saying, like, friend ahead and everything, and I'm just not... Yeah, I'm not seeing pot friend. Friend ahead. Like... So, supposedly he's meant to be in this room. Or this one here. I don't see him. Alright, well, let's just use this exit point here and see if that, like, helps. Like, if we go out this way, right? And we fight these knights again, could he be nearby? I might need to look it up again. Because some people were like, oh, he's still there, and I'm like, I don't see him. Is he like in disguise or something? I don't know. Oh, beautiful. Ah, beautiful. Likely liar, therefore praise the message. Like, this is something that I'm very much okay to say, like, hey, I need help. What do I do? Are you ready? There's big fucked up creatures here. Oh, this place is awful. I could try and teleport here again. So I have no clue. Hang on, let's just keep looking around. Are we sure he's in this room? Like, he hasn't shrunken down to the size of an ant, has he? Sorry, Lumi, I don't know how to help. That's okay. Because I have the power of the internet! I help with what? Hey V, it's lovely to see you around. So, I'm trying to find Alexander for his questline, and he's meant to be here in Gale Tunnel, and I've fully explored the dungeon. I've just finished it, in fact. But I don't see him anywhere. Hey Ray Borgard, lovely to see you around. Wait, what's up? Oh, I can't find Alexander in Gale Tunnel. Violet says I've never played the game myself, only ever watched. I cannot find him here. He's meant to be here, so... I'm just a little bit confused with that. And I looked at, like, some, you know, messages online, and people are saying, like, no, he's there, you just have to look. And I'm like, I don't see him. No Alexander, no bye, exactly. Hey Blair, it's lovely to see you around. Where is friend? Do you find him elsewhere? So we've only done his first encounter in Limgrave. So we met him, like, here, and we helped him get unstuck. And I don't see his, like, icon for being there anymore, so... no clue where he has gone. If I've, like... I probably haven't fucked up the questline. Running the Twitch system by watching the stream on mobile while chatting on PC, that's awesome. Thank you, Blair, for going out of your way for me like that. Yeah, I just need to... Firstly, I need to shout you out, Blair, because, you know, we love seeing you around. And secondly, I gotta just look this up. Yeah, Alexander not at Gale Tunnel. Thank you for the patties. Now, why is he not there? Oh, I see. Nothing is broken, he might have moved ahead, though I don't see why. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is that, if you continue, Ronnie plus Blythe's quest until they're ready to go to the festival, Alexander could be found at the festival, so he should be at Redmane Castle, essentially. Okay. Yeah, so I guess I'm just missing the encounter there. I hope I hope that I'm not, like, missing any cool dialogue or anything from that. Okay. If you've gone over there, it skips it. I have not gone to Redmane Castle, but I progressed Ronnie and Blythe's quest line. Alexander won't appear if you've triggered Ronnie's quest or defeated the Ancestor Spirit. Oh, I see, I see. Festival's ongoing, that's it then. Yes, so Blythe has said, like, oh hey, like, we're gonna go to I'm gonna go to Redmane Castle, meet you there, we're gonna participate in the combat festival, to defeat Radon. And so yeah, okay, Alexander's there. Alright, so thank goodness I've just, like, skipped an encounter, but I haven't, like, ruined the quest line. Hi V, I'm doing okay despite the struggles. Aww. Pat, you, Blair. Alright, thank you so much, everyone, for helping me with that. Okay. In which case, we can leave Gale Tunnel again. Oh wait, oopsies. Right, there's no exit out this way. I have to go to the boss room for that. Right, well, that's a shame. That I didn't get to do the encounter here, but it's alright. I guess for future playthroughs, if I want to see that part of his story, I just need to, like, delay Ronnie's quest a little bit. So I can do that encounter first. Alright, back in Caelid. So other than Alexander in the tunnel there, and obviously meeting Alexander and Blythe at Redmane Castle, there's only, like, one other quest line to do in this region. And we'll just end up naturally doing it, so we're pretty much just spending this stream exploring. Like, I get to just explore. I don't have to look at, like, a checklist or anything. I can just enjoy the lovely red skies of Caelid. There's a castle over there that I want to check out. I don't know if that's Redmane Castle or not, but we might as well check it out. There's also the Redmane soldiers fighting these, like, fucked up dog things. In fact, what I can do is off-stream I can just look up the encounter, so I can, like, listen to the dialogue instead of just reading it. Yeah, I should deal with this massive fucking dog. Lightning Spear help? Please help me, Lightning Spear. There we go. Cute dialogue here. He's surprised where you come from since you opened the door. It's a very short encounter meant to inform you toward the festival. Oh, I see. And because I already know about the festival from Ronnie's questline, then that encounter is then skipped. That makes sense. I do hear Scarab. I also see a Grace here that I want. Oh, also I should probably spend my runes. I think I can get a level here if I... Maybe if I... No, I'll just hold on to my runes for now. But for those of you who missed it, I talked about it at the start of the stream. I know that I said, like, I've been trying to be a quality paladin in this game, but I've leveled my faith and dex to a point that I'm happy with, so we're just investing in strength again. Good old strength. Offer gorgeous view, and then seems familiar. Oh, seems familiar. Yeah, that's Limgrave. Wanna go home? Oh, I wanna go home. Time for jumping. No, don't give up. Seems familiar. Hey Melissa, lovely to see you around as well. Hope you're doing alright. So thank you for the self-care redeem. Right, it has been an hour of stream. I should take a break. Right, fat coin purse and then see corpse. Okay. Yeah, I guess let's take this break here, and when we come back from the break, we can go to that castle. Time for octopus, it says. No suffering ahead. Be wary of no night rain ahead, exactly. This ain't Elden Ring night rain. Alright, yes, I'll go for a quick little stretch and hydrate break. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. It's so lovely to see you all around. Thank you again, Marky, for raiding in. Amazing to see you around, Blair. And yes, I'll be back in a couple of minutes to explore Fort Gale. I see, that's the name of the place that we're going to be checking out. Well, fingers crossed that Slave Knight Gale doesn't show up. Alright, I'll see you all in a little bit. Take care, everyone. Alright, and I am back. Thank you so much for your patience, everyone. And thank you again, Melissa, for reminding me to take a break, because I do try to make a point of having a break about every hour or so, but I was so engrossed in the game that I had just completely forgotten the time. So yes, thank you so much for that. Alright, let's continue on. She loves that. I do. Elden Ring good. It's like, this game is just giving me flashbacks to, like, playing Dark Souls Remastered for the first time. And it's definitely a breath of fresh air after playing the linear corridor simulator called Dark Souls 3. Like, look, I love you, Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 3 is a phenomenal game. But I didn't enjoy how the levels were basically linear. I am enjoying this a lot more in the fact that I can choose what I want to do in what order. Although we are actually following a linear progression guide, so that, you know, I don't end up going to locations underleveled and, like, fucking up a bunch of quest lines for it. You know, like, we are level appropriate and gear appropriate for this region, so that we won't suffer. Alright, there was a flame chariot there, which... I do know that you can kill by plunging onto them. I just don't know how to... Like, maybe I could jump up here on Torrent? Well, now I'm not going to be able to get it because it's seen me. Right, there's new combat music here for Caelid. There we go. See you with hell. I'm not here to suffer as the bald take while strolling in Caelid. Yeah. I can see it. Fuck you. That parry was just on instinct. Alright. See, if we can bait this over here, we can jump on top of it and insta-kill it, I believe. If it would like to come over here, that is. Or you just want to be a little bitch. Oh, no, here we go. Fuck you! Got him. Oh, damn, there's more of them? So many knights here. But they do drop smoldering butterflies, so I should be able to fix my shortage of fire pots, thanks to all of the red main knights. How about this? There we go. So few people knew about that interaction before Night Rain. Yeah, it's pretty niche, and also, like, there's a single note sold from a merchant who tells you about it. Like, that's the only thing in the game that points you towards trying to do that. Please stop breathing fire. I can't believe that did in one shot. But if I two-hand my talisman, then I can... Oh shit, no, they're not called talismans in this game, they're called sacred seals. There we go, now it one-shots. Oh, nice, we got the Radon Soldier Gauntlets. Oh, and I also see scarab trails over there. Oh, I want to get that as well. Hey Alex Speedling, lovely to see you around. Prefer not to interact with the chariots at all. That makes sense. And also welcome in Mario Boys, lovely to see you around. Thank you for the hug. Right, yeah, I do want to get this scarab. I just have to wait for it to get over here. Oh. Nope, I missed. Welcome into Caelid. What a great place to spend the spooky season. I don't really have room on my stream schedule at the moment to, like, play a horror game, so we can just enjoy the horrors of the Scarlet Rot region. Right. Really? That missed? Okay. Might be easier with the two-handed moveset, or maybe like heavy attack. AoE skills work wonders here? Yeah, they would. Which I don't really have one equipped, I don't think. I was thinking just like... two-handed heavy attack would be, like, decent. I just gotta get my timing right. It's really funny, because the last time we had to get one of these scarabs, it took me, like, one try, or maybe two tries to get it. And then other tries, it's like... It takes so long. I see you, bitch. I got you. This ash better be worth it. It better be worth it. And it turns out it's gonna be something like, I don't know, gently slap the enemy. It does 2 damage. It doesn't scale off of anything. Hey, give me the bitch slap, Ash of War. Oh my god, come on. I have to go a lot sooner than it seems. Alright, here we go. Nope. Pain. I could try Bloody Slash. That's something. Nope. We're just gonna keep waiting. Oh, Flame of Frenzy actually might be able to help. If I charge it, that could be decent. If I hit, that is. Yeah, spooky season with Blair. It's so lovely to see him around. And welcome to my scarab hunting stream. That bitch is so fast. It's just I'm getting the timing wrong. Really? No, I'm just gonna be patient. Finally! Oh my goodness. Flame of the Red Mains. Oh, that's pretty good from what I remember. Here. Alright. Finally. We'll take a look at that once we get to Fort Gale here. Oh, we got the Red Mane Surcoat. Hell yeah. We're getting all of the Night Drip. Goodbye. Oh, they're shooting magic arrows. Great. That's lovely. Can just kind of rush on in. That being said, I don't like rushing either. I want to take my time. Explosive Great Bolt. Ooh. I also hear a scarab nearby. Oh, it's just a Crimson Scarab. So, in other words, we don't really care for them. See you in hell. Please fall off. This is even better, because I get to kick you off. Long live the king. Or queen. Falls off proceeds to spam Rain of Arrows some more. Oh, okay. Yeah, so it looks like these Redmane soldiers have, like, unique attacks to them, because I have not seen the Godric soldiers or the Cuckoo Knights do, like, that fast 2-slash. Or maybe they have done it, and I just killed them so quickly I hadn't seen them do it before. Oh, the beauty of great swords. Oh, they just used a weapon skill there. Is the straight sword that exists with that double slash has nothing to do with these guys? Oh, okay. You should kiss Lumi. Moon kisses me all the time. And wife is good. We appreciate wife. I appreciate wife. I decided to kill that Crimson Scarab anyway. It's like, it's there. I might as well bonk it. Alright, now that things have calmed down a little bit, let's take a look at our item descriptions. We have quite a few to get through, actually. So let's start with the Explosive Great Bolt. Great Bolt tipped with a clump of explosive stone shards. Detonates a large explosion on impact, dealing fire damage. And then we have the Redmane Surcoat. Armor worn by soldiers who fought by General Radahn's side. The surcoat depicts a red-maned lion raising a sword in the image of Radahn. Thus, they were Redmanes, and all proved they were worthy of the name. Okay. And then Ash of War, Flame of the Redmanes. This Ash of War grants an armament the fire affinity in the following skill. Flame of the Redmanes. Skill of the Redmanes, who fought alongside General Radahn. Produce a powerful burst of flames in a wide frontward arc, usable on all melee armaments. And then we got Radahn's Soldier Gauntlets, which, really quick description. Gauntlets worn by soldiers who fought by General Radahn's side, rust-worn and stained through unending conflict. Yeah, this Radahn guy seems pretty into fighting. Alright. All main armament. There's more, lady, if you're good and get in the chair. Aw, thank you. Thank you for the kisses. Well, looking forward to that. Alright. Alright, so I want to look at the description again. Alright. Let's actually get into the castle now, if we can even go through this entrance. Seek incantation, by the way, dashing through. Okay. So I'll do what that person says first. Dashing through the rot, do. A group ahead, but behold, incantation. But down there? Or no, through here. First off, stealth, be wary of group. Stealth? I don't care about stealth. Oh, maybe I do. See, it might be better to just come back and jump off the castle and plunge attack them, but also I know you can just kind of backstab loop the flame chariots. I was gonna say that I don't care about stealth, but I do care about it in this context if I can get a free backstab. Oh, these things are fragile as hell. Just please explode. Good. Get some friendly fire damage in there. Oh, maybe I can get a plunge attack from here? Nah. But I got a kill. That's all that matters. I do appreciate all the fire materials. Like, I'm gonna have so many fire pots by the end of this region, I hope. Flame grant me strength. Okay. There's also a body here. It has 6 smoldering butterflies? Thank you, Elden Ring. The gamer spell. Yeah, let's take a look at what it does. So we do have enough faith. It is 15. Superior Incantation of the Fire Monks creates an invigorating fire within that enhances physical and fire affinity attack power. This incantation does not burn the caster, so it is considered forbidden by the Guardians of the Flame. Okay. I mean, yeah, that seems pretty good. We do enjoy damage buffs. Interesting that it's considered forbidden for not burning the caster. I don't really have any other observations than just that. The power fin just had no downside whatsoever. Oh, yeah, because now that I think about it, power fin slowly drains your health. And we do basically have the equivalent of the redstone... Oh my god, is that... Yeah, red tearstone ring, sorry. Yeah, the red feathered branch sword. We do basically have that combo. We can do that combo now. But yeah, I can see why all of the messages for saying to get the incantation, so I'll make sure to applaud that. Alright, we already looked at these messages. Archery ahead, therefore fire required ahead. No, we won't burn the Erd Tree. That's heresy. I would never do that, right? Right? Beautiful. Behold death. Yeah, if you fell down there, you would indeed behold death. In fact, you'd be a witness firsthand to it. What if the power fin were the friends we made along the way? So true, Marquis. It's a very sweet sentiment. One that I can agree with. So we can't go through the main gate here, which means that we're gonna have to go around through the tree branches here. Up ahead. Oh. I tried to turn on lock on it, just turned my camera around. That's silly. Is it always abundance? Try jump into... Oh, I see. So yeah, this is the other way that you could deal with the flame chariots, is just from up here. I was thinking you'd have to jump up from, like, the wall up there. And I guess you can, but... not what I ended up doing. Nowadays, people spend Bloody Slash for a weapon they can't wield effectively to proc Red Tearstone Ring. I see. Oh, shit. That roar scared me. Help me. Yeah, falling from this height would be a pretty bad idea, I would say. Seek arms, yep. Jumping, speak rolling, warming stone, I appreciate that. We will kill the lion in a little bit, but first off, unnoticed, and then praise the ranged battle. First off, weak bow, but be wary of ambush. I mean, I could just also sit here and, yeah, chuck lightning spears at you. But you know what? Sure. Oh, you bitch. You're programmed to dodge. This is why I don't like ranged combat that much. Yeah, I honestly might just jump down. Because I've killed one of you before at Stormvale Castle. I can do it again. Bunga bunga. There we go. If we just sit in its blind spot, then... There we go. We get Lion's Claw. Oh, I do remember this Ash of War. from Night Rain. It's very cool. Uncharged, it might not dodge, I say. Could this be Bliss? A rune arc. Lion's Claw, Lion's Claw, Lion's Claw. I see, we have a fan? Let's look at it, like the actual description part of it. This Ash of War grants an armament the heavy affinity in the following skill. Lion's Claw, skill of the Redmanes who fought alongside General Radahn. Somersault forwards, striking foes with armament. Usable on swords, axes, and hammers, but it does note that small armaments and thrusting swords are accepted. 20 FP. You know what costs cheaper than 20 FP? That's right. Bloody Slash, I think, maybe. I don't remember, actually. How much did... Bloody Slash barely costs any FP, but that's because you're also spending HP for it. I don't know to check on my longsword to actually say. Right now we have Giant Hunt as our skill on our greatsword. Just as a nice piercing little attack. Backtracked and got this earlier. It's the default skill on Claymore 2. Oh, I see. Alright, oh, there's the ladder. It was right there. I just wanted to turn on my lantern just so I could see a little bit better. You know, people complain about yellow paint in games all the time these days, but I'm the reason. I am part of the reason why that exists. Treasure chest? Yeah, so in Night Rain, you'd normally find like a treasure chest here, and you'd get like Stone Sword Key, a spam the Everjail meta. This is not Night Rain. No Night Rain ahead. No enemy ahead? Okay. I'll take them for their word. Actually, no, I won't. No, I won't. I'm gonna run in the room and then dodge roll back. Okay, yes, they were telling the truth. Although that just looked like a pressure plate that I stepped on. A guitar. That is a fist weapon, yes. Imported dagger design with a rather unique handle. The blade can be swung about as the extension of one's fist, and the skill is Impaling Thrust. It's pretty simple, very low stat requirements, and so on and so forth. It can only have Impaling Thrust when it's not infused. Interesting. Okay. I guess we just need to drop down again now and actually proceed along the main path. This is our second time jumping over that gap. Alright. You see a ghost there? If Giant Hunt can just, yeah, deal with the Redmane Knights just like that, then it's pretty good, I would say. Hello, Aura Farmer. Please, I just want to strafe around you. Oh, I cannot believe I whiffed that. Unfortunate. There we go. Goodbye. Star Scourge Heirloom. Ooh. Okay. We'll take a look at that after we talk to this ghost. Convene the festival of war. Honor General Radahn with a warrior's glory. It's in your hands, Sir Jaren. Right. I'm guessing you're looking in the direction of Redmane Castle. Okay. So let's take a look at this talisman, Star Scourge heirloom. A talisman engraved with a scene from a heroic tale, raises strength. The mightiest hero of the demigods confronted the falling stars alone, and thus did he crush them, his conquest sealing the very fate of the stars. And that is why we are going to kill Radahn, because that's not good for Ranni. Because her fate is basically in stasis. Star Sturgeon Hairloom. Star Scourge. It's a very cool word, Star Scourge. Or Star Scourge. This is basically useless for us. I don't even care how much, like, strength we get from it. This is pointless. I don't need it. But I do appreciate the item description, at least. You know, like even if I'm not going to use something... Scourge? You mean sturgeon? Or scourge! Oh my gosh. Yes, you're right. Sorry. Yes, I am reading that wrong. Star Scourge. Yeah, sorry, I am not at the top of my game today when it comes to reading. My brain is just all fizzled out. I do apologize, it's a bit of a rough word to say. I think it's Star Courage, but missing a space. Get it? Space? That is funny. Alright. I wonder why Radahn confronted the falling... I mean, it says falling stars, so... that presumably Radahn was being, like, attacked by them, or the lands between was being threatened by them, potentially. I have no clue. But it's interesting to think about. And right, Radahn is considered one of, if not the strongest demigod, I believe. So he is referred to as the mightiest hero there, in the description. And I don't actually know what Radahn looks like, so... I can see that, yes, this Radahn figure uses great swords, and has, like, long hair, potentially. Oh, it's cut through the sky. So they're pretty powerful. That is true. Alright. I'm just looking at the description one more time before I close the menu. I must engrave its words into my mind. Alright. Sending gate ahead? Oh, really? Snake ahead? Looks like I can drop down there, but for what purpose? It's a bunch of platforms. Oh, where does this take us? Magic butthole. Behold fingers, therefore offer faith. Yeah, these are 2 fingers. Be wary of dead end. Yeah, we might as well see where this takes us, and if I don't like it, we can just teleport back. We're still in Caelid. We are all the way over here. This looks like a Redmane Castle, potentially. Yeah, this looks important, which means I don't want to be here. Bye! Back to Fort Gale we go. Although I think we finished everything at Fort Gale. Yeah, we did. I just want to go back there, though, and double check. Just because my mind seems to be struggling today. I wouldn't say that I'm tired, Because I did sleep well, and I had a nice day. But I definitely feel a bit scatterbrained, almost, one might want to put it. Ow. At the very least, oh. This is indeed Caelid, it's in the stream title, yeah. This is indeed the region that we are currently exploring in the 2022 action RPG game, Elden Ring. Actually, no, RPG game is a redundant, like, statement, because RPG literally means role-playing game. Just consider this me getting some extra runes. And maybe some drops. Yeah, it's from the famous indie developer From Software. I didn't get the riposte, that's unfortunate, but we did get the red main great shield, so see, backtracking was worth it. It was indeed worth it. But no point dropping down there. I know we've done everything here then. It's generally one of the stronger great shields in the game. Oh, nice. I'm pretty happy with just using, like, heater shields. Because they're nice and cozy. I'm mostly just using this one because it fits the armor quite well, I would say. Alright, red main great shield. Great shield shaped like a fang, featuring the crest of red-maned lion, carried by the red-maned knights who fought alongside Radahn. Did you know that the red-mains fought alongside Radahn during the Shattering? I know, like, it's almost as if, like, we've been told this, like, in multiple different descriptions. Just to make sure that you know that. I don't know if that's a typo there, because it just says, yeah, featuring the crest of red-maned lion, not of a red-maned lion. Because I think that would make a bit more sense. I do like that it's, like, in the shape of a fang. That is very, very cool. Of course, being a great shield, you know, that's pretty good. I think it's a grammatical error. I think so as well. There have been multiple grammatical errors I've noticed in item descriptions, probably because I'm the first FromSoft player to ever read them. I'm being silly, I know that there are plenty of people out there who read them. But then the rest just, like, they sit down and they just watch a lore video of having someone, like, explain everything to them. Which is fair enough. But I don't know, I like piecing together the lore, like, bit by bit. And, like, coming to my own theories and conclusions. I do both. Well, that's totally fair. Okay, so I guess we're done with Fort Gale now. I guess we could go to the telescope, go to Finger Rita Crone. We absolutely need to level up, that's for certain. So we're just gonna put another point into Vigor. So yeah, plan for leveling at this point in the game is no more points into Dex, no more points into Faith, we're done with those. It's just gonna be Vigor, Mind, Endurance, and Strength for the rest of the game, essentially. Because, yeah, I did do my research, and, like, the other Dex and Faith things that I want to use, I already have the stats for. Alright, yeah, I guess I'll mark the telescope, but if I spot anything interesting along the way, then we'll just go and check that out. There's stuff down here. What's the pumpkin head? Oh yeah, pumpkin head, like Halloween. Oh my goodness. Didn't come to that connection. You know, fuck you, there we go. Good old giant hunt. Nothing beats giant hunt. Okay, so I can continue to hit them after I've flipped them. Good to know. Bring me Knight Gauntlets. Wrath. Behold Elden Ring. We did it, we found the Elden Ring. The slumbering egg. Alright, Red Mane Knight Gauntlets. Black Iron Gauntlets worn by knights who fought by General Radahn's side. Time is yet to dull their luster. Lynn says, I do both if it's a channel that I trust, like the Bestiary, who cites their sources, doesn't make stuff up. I forget or miss a lot, even if I'm thorough because of ADHD. And there just being a lot to absorb. I find that plus your streams really help recap key pieces or even just minor details I needed reminders on. Yeah. There's a lot of people who just make shit up about Souls lore. So there's a lot of misinfo that's around, sadly. Still no shield. Oh, there's a Grace over there. Well, let's say hi to the finger reader and see if we can get some insights from the finger reading.
You, please, I can read them. Your fingers, please, your fingers. Oh, bless you. Are you one for festivals or flowers? To the south, a grand festival to make the stars turn. To the east, the heart and bud of a flower to be. But dare you enter into the heart of the scarlet rot?
Okay. So right, to the south we have, yes, the Radahn Festival. To the east, there's that flower mentioned. Also, I just realized that the finger reader's eyes, like, your eyes have been gouged out. Just, you know, reminds me of the same thing, you know, going on with, like, Shabriri and, like, the three fingers. Just interesting observation now that I think about that.
Your feet.
Yeah, let me just get the repeating dialogue so I can...
Are you to the south, to the east?
Heart and bud of a flower to be. Okay.
But dare.
Three fingers. Does the universe hate thighs? They do. Yeah. But like there's two separate gods that we know of. We have the two fingers. And then we have the three fingers. So yeah, naturally, there's a lot of jokes there about fingering. Work my way up to that myself, I've been putting it off. Open my bestiary, saw you smiling. Or bestiary. Saw you smiling at me. You're talking about Elden Ring. Yes, yes we are. Lover ahead. Didn't expect bliss, so to speak. Aw, fingers. And also the fact that, like, you collect bloodied fingers and all that for, like, invasion and online stuff. Go another grace discovered. Ah, fingers! Oh, Elden Ring! Oh, Elden Ring! Hey, Looney, it's lovely to see you around. Hope you're doing alright. We're exploring Caelid. What a place this is. Apparently there's a telescope around here. Which... probably just... oh, it's probably over this side here. Just gotta keep pulling out my map because I'm literally blind without it. Oh, there it is. So we get a bird's eye view of the region from here. So, yeah, we can go to the east. We can go south. We've just been to that castle there. Would be nice if you could, like, place markers while you're in this bird's eye view. But I guess it's just nice to see places and be like, yep, I want to go there. Let's check out these ruins. I don't know when we're gonna go to Redmane Castle and do the festival. Caelid Ruins. Okay. Or Caelid, Caelid, Caelem. Oh boy. I wasn't looking where I was going. What a great place this is. Oh, it's just so much lovely scenery, and, you know, the residents are really nice. I guess you could say they have explosive personalities. I get it? Because they blow up? Alright. If I just wait a little bit, I should be able to backstab him again. Yep, there we go. Right, confidence. Oh, you don't have the right. No, I will find a way to squeeze through here, just you watch. I mean, I went over, so that counts. Oh! Be wary of pear. Okay. I'm guessing like a mini-boss, maybe? Seek down. Yep, this is a boss. Weak foe ahead. Right, horseback battle. Okay. What we got? It's 2 pumpkin heads. Can I actually use... yes, you can use Torrent here. Okay. This is definitely a boss where using Spirit Ashes could potentially be a good idea as well. Right, I hate that when you lock onto them, you're locking onto their head. So when I throw my lightning spears, I'm just hitting their head, which is their armor point. How many times are you gonna spin? There we go. Thank you, From Stuff. Very cool. Alright, now we just need to back off. Okay, there we go. Now it's a 1v1, should be nice and chill. There we go, we get the stagger. It's just that easy. Oh, do we not get anything for that? Or I guess in treasure chest ahead. Didn't expect head. Be wary of hidden path. No, of course it's never hidden path. Visage shield. Oh, goodness. Tricksome bronze shield depicting the face of a fire giant. Several tongues leap from its open mouth. The dreadful visage and burning flames are designed to remind one of the horror of facing a fire giant. In other words, this shield has an instructional function, and it has a unique skill, Tongues of Fire. Ready the shield, then spray violent jets of fire from the tongues protruding from its maw. Hold to continue spraying fire. This skill can be used while walking. I see. 44 strength! Damn! Okay, it is a great shield, so that does make sense. So that's what the flame chariots are modeled after. Fire giants sound pretty scary. Good thing they're not around anymore. Smiley face. Alright. Let's just leap through here. So many bloodstains there. I mean, to be fair, that duo was pretty scary. I just, like... I had the number advantage, essentially. You know, like, my stats are good, my weapon is upgraded. Like, yeah, I dodged the attacks. I didn't dodge all of them, but I dodged enough of them to win. Just gonna kill these enemies, because why not? I'm actually here to just collect the... Oh, shit. Wow, the fire actually does damage you. Thank you. I've been very surprised that standing on fire hasn't, like, really damaged you up till this point, so good to see that that is actually a thing. You can do a bit of stealth. This shield was really strong in Night Rain. Don't know if that's still the case or not in the current version. I have no clue either, because I typically never take it. But I will take that sweet loot from the flame chariots. Alright, yes, stepping in the flame actually damages you. I'm very happy with all the smoldering butterflies we're getting. Because I had a shortage of them, and I was sad I couldn't make more fire pots. Well, good news. It's pot season, baby. I could just jump over there for Torrent. Or I could just go through the door. Like a smart person. Group ahead. Yeah. But they're gone. Oh no, no. Group is still ahead. It's an ambush. It's a gank. Dark Souls 2 called. They want their ganks back. Alright, so what do we get for surviving that? Drawstring fire grease. Okay. Not the worst thing in the world. I want to finish up the rest of these ruins, and then we'll take another break. Because I deserve it. Wonder if I can get the jump from here? I can! You can also do that in Night Rain, where it's like you approach them from the front, and you jump up them, and you can still do the plunge. I rode ahead. Yeah. Dark Souls 2 called. It wants you. I don't blame it with how desirable you are. Aw, thank you, Mom. Always appreciate the confidence boost. Face stabs aren't real, they can't hurt you. Teleporting behind the flame chariots isn't real, it can't hurt you. The Tarnished has harnessed the power of teleportation. I mean, the Tarnished can literally do that with fast travel. Why doesn't the Tarnished just teleport to the Erd Tree? Are they stupid? Huh. I don't know if I want to approach those. I mean, I probably should. But I don't feel like it at the moment. They are stupid. Did they respawn here, or did I kill them? I'm not sure. No, I haven't actually killed them because there's an item I haven't picked up there. Great dragonfly head, which I do appreciate those, actually. I think that's basically everything at the ruins, so we can get the grace that's just ahead of it. We'll take another break. You have 9 int, right? So I'm sure your character just never thought to try. Yeah, my character can't use any sorceries. She's not the brightest. But there's also a carriage ahead, so oh my god, there's so much to explore. Ah. I'm happy that I can spend this stream just exploring and not like checking my checklist the entire time. Because like once I've finished my initial exploration, and if I've missed questline stuff, then that's when I can look at my checklist here. Because there isn't really any strict requirements for Caelid questlines. Alright. We could get another level if we crushed some runes, I think, but yet again, I can't be bothered to. So, I'm gonna go for a little stretch and hydrate break, because I deserve one. And, yeah, when we come back to stream, we're just gonna continue exploring more Caelid. That's kind of it. Like, this whole entire stream is basically just Lumi gets her first impressions of Caelid, the stream. And I mean, I actually quite like this region, because it's so distinct and different from what we've had before with Liurnia and Limgrave. That being said, though, I would wish this region upon nobody. in particular new players who are like, oh, I'm exploring Limgrave. Oh no, why is the sky red? Oh no, what the fuck are these creatures? Like, I'm sorry to little Timmy Tarnished who went to Caelid early and got their shit kicked in. But yes, that's enough for me. I will see you all in a couple of minutes. Please take care of yourselves, everyone, and we'll be back with more Caelid after the break. See you all then. Alright, and I am back. Thank you so much for your patience, everyone. Really, really do appreciate it. And thank you, Blair, for the patties. It's always appreciated. And Maxwell appreciates them as well. The one thing that I will pride myself on with my streams, or one of the many things, but one minor thing that I, pride myself on is the fact that I make sure that the head pat redeem works on every single one of my scenes. So, you can pat Maxwell during the AFK screen if, you want to do that. It's cool. I like those little attention to detail things. Also, I did miss a message from Moon. She was making a pun, because I had just made a pun saying that, the people here of Caelid are explosive, or have explosive personalities. Moon replied with, "You've been on fire with these. Thank you. I appreciate it." Where people need to drop by for Rise to pet us, they want the attention, and you do deserve the attention. Yeah, also during collabs, my collab partners can receive head pats as well. Unless they don't want that, in which case, like, I'd make sure that it doesn't, like, pat their reactive image or model or whatever. But, yeah, let's continue exploring Caelid. There's a minor Erd tree there. I guess we should do that for Flosk upgrade materials. The carriage here does intrigue me, and thankfully it's on the way, so... something required ahead. Oh, also, while we're here... fire pots, baby! Oh, yeah! I do want to try the fire pots on these dogs. Oh, that's really good damage, actually. Let's use Black Flame. Just, like, compare. So a camp to get through here. Oh, and a scarab. Oh boy, ow. You know, I could, like, throw black flames, or I could just hit them with the greatsword. That's also an idea. Sorry, I'm being a princess. My princess pilling is... the princess pilling has been too strong. More people should pat you too. No, it's very cute that your princess pills. Drinks fire resistance potion. Well, there you go. Now my fire pots won't work on you, Violet. I wasn't intending to throw them at you, but just in case, you know. It's the John Greatsword! Oh my goodness. How I've missed you so. Like John Berserk. Yeah, Gus. Gus Berserk. And we got Whirl o' Flame. Another incantation. Yeah, see, like 2 jump attacks just staggers the dogs. And I can just kill them that way. It's a lot easier that way as well. That being said, I do appreciate having some range. Like, for this fucked up bird... Oh god. That's a dog. It was a dog. We killed it. And now we're gonna kill this crow? Question mark? There we go. Hefty beast bone for it. Hey, Bob, thank you for the recap redeem. Okay, so just recapping what we're doing, we are here in the 3rd major region of Elden Ring, Caelid, and we are here in this region in order to fight and defeat another one of the demigods, General Radahn. And we have been spending the stream just exploring the region and getting familiar with our surroundings. That's pretty much it. And we're picking up new items, which is very exciting. Be wary of beasts. Where's your chest ahead? It is! We get another rune arc. Alright. Sure, let's look at our item descriptions. We got time. Explosive Bolt. Bolt tipped with a shard of explosive stone. Explodes on impact, dealing fire damage. And then the main event, what we're all here for, is the Berserk Greatsword. Greatsword. A coarse iron lump of an ultra greatsword mows down foes by utilizing its incredible weight. Though handling it likely requires the wielder to have surpassed the realm of the merely human, it is precisely for this reason the weapon is used to slaughter even inhuman foes. And the skill is Upward Cut. Or Stamp Upward Cut, specifically, so the exact same as it was in Dark Souls 3. Like it says Ultra Greatsword in the description, which is really funny because you can see in the weapon category right there, it says Colossal Sword because, like, Ultra Greatswords have been renamed to Colossal Swords. I miss you, Dark Souls 2 Gus moveset. Boo, Caelid! Yay, Caelid! Hi, Cly, it's lovely to see you. Or Claywell, sorry. Lovely to see you around. We do have the stats to wield this. 31 strength. We can one-hand it even. We basically used this for the entirety of our Dark Souls 3 playthrough as soon as we got it. Although we did pivot for the final boss. We changed weapons just for the final boss. I'm not going to use it. Because I've had my fill of it for now, you know? It's a really good weapon, though. If you want to play a Souls game on easy mode, just use an Ultra Great Sword. Like, I can say this as an Ultra Great Sword fan. It just makes the game easy. I got rid of the vertical swing moveset in Elden Ring. Damn. Upsetting. But yeah, it does just say it's an Ultra Great Sword. What are you using right now, Claymore? I am using the Knight Greatsword. And it's really, really good. I really, really like it. But yeah, let me equip the John Berserk Greatsword. And let's see. Right, we just don't... Oh, okay, so there is a vertical slam on the second hit of the heavy combo. What about roll attack? No, roll attack is just a thrust. You can't do this to me! I guess if you want to do a vertical slice, there is jump attack. That technically counts for something. But damn. That is unfortunate. But I like this sword. The only thing I don't like about it is that it doesn't have a thrust attack. So we just have Giant Hunt as the skill. So we can do a bit of a thrust. Vertical hit isn't even special to it because it's other colossal swords have that move. And it's only a follow-up, exactly. The rest in peace. Pancaking. Actually, I don't know if the Zweihander can pancake in this game or not. I do... No, I didn't buy one, but I know where I can get one. Or the only one in the game. But, yeah, we're not going to use this. Oh, wait, sorry, I didn't look at the description of Whirl O' Flame. Let's see. Whirl O' Flame. Superior incantation of the Fire Monks. Creates a spiraling stream of fire that burns the area before the caster. Charging enhances potency and reach. Fire beguiles those who gaze into it. And so the Guardians of the Flame are also its worshippers. Alright. And yes, we do have the stats to wield it. Which is pretty nice. I have to do run R2 for that? Oh, I see, I see. I'm just looking at this description again. Alright, that's pretty much everything there. Let's just keep heading up to the minor Erdtree here. And also fighting the rat dog things. They're also kind of like wolves, but also kind of like dinosaurs. Perhaps this is an aspect of the primordial crucible. Who knows? By crouching. Oh. Hello, old codger. Somber smithing stone. We appreciate that. Big jar of head there. That's not Alexander. Oh. And there's a giant down there. Okay, I see. Fort. Knight. Yes, common knight. Classic. Have you played through Elden Ring before? No! It's first time playthrough. I know, rare these days. Guide and Gatekeeper for those returning to the roots. So this is pointing us towards a dungeon, it looks like? But also to the foot of the minor Erd tree here. Oh, Michaela's Lily there? Nice. And these are the tree guardians. Okay then, no spoilers. Yes! Says that in the pin message. As well. But, there's just 5 of them in one spot? I guess so, yeah. They're defending this tree, even though they're supposed to be defending that tree. Or, as they say in Italian, c'est la tree. So true, Marquis. Tree and Marquis, tree chin. I can't think of anything good. I don't think I'm getting down there without dying. I mean, I could look for a potential drop down. I think it's just I need to go from the road to the west there to safely get down. At least you didn't go with Marky Bush, so you're fine, Lumi. Oh yes, that would have been much worse. Yeah, so we will have to go from the western road in order to head down there. Where is it? There's just a single soldier standing there. Well, now they're gone. Alex saying if there weren't already a farming spot for them in Limgrave, this would be wild. I see, I see. This is also a farming spot. What does this one say? Probably mentioning, yep, beware of pack. Alright, yeah, let's head down the road from here and get to the minor Erd tree. Although I do also want to check out this little shack here. I don't think I've been here? No, I have not. Oh, goodness. Yes. Hi there. Oh, boy. Lovely. Try fire? What about just try hitting? That's also an idea. Good old greatsword. Nothing beats the greatsword. Honestly, one of my favorite greatsword moves in Elden Ring is the running R2 when two-handed. Is you do a little flip, a little spin around. I just really like that. Oh, we have been here, haven't we? Yeah, this is where we started our exploration. Well, I mean, free materials and free runes, like, I'm not gonna turn that down. Are we getting many runes from them? Maybe, I don't know. Not really. But runes are runes, and I won't refuse them. Although this one has golden eyes, so it will give more. That's right, it gives 520! That's so many! It rhymes, so it's true. wonder if anyone has ever specifically farmed these zombies for runes. I could imagine if it was someone's first Souls-like, and they were in, like, super early game, and they ended up wandering into Caelid, maybe? Like, you gotta remember, this game has sold, like, 20 million copies. Like, there's millions of people out there in the world. Anything is possible. $35 million, sorry. Much higher, actually. Sold more copies than Marky. What does that mean? Marky, don't go selling yourself. That's illegal. So there's just a single tree guardian here. Not sure I bought 40 million copies alone. Blair played Elden Ring 40 million times. Yeah, Blair knows all of the dialogue just like by heart. Oh, tarnished are we? Come to the lands between, have we? Or whatever Vare says. Flurry of Poison, yeah, I got the memo there, actually. I wonder if this hits. Sure does. Guardian Sword Spear? Hell yeah, we take those. Just quickly looking at the stats. We do have the requirements. And, yeah, mostly dex scaling. Right, and it is a halberd. Weapon comprising of a long handle and a broad blade sharpened from the hard wood of old trees. Wielded by guardians of the minor Erd trees, known as experts in the arts of combat. The power of this weapon scales greatly with dexterity, and the skill is Spinning Slash. That's, yeah, I mean, it looks cool. I like how it looks. And we can wield it, but am I going to use it? No. No, I am not. I'm just glad to have items, you know, because that makes the collection side of me very, very happy. Alright. Try the basic halberd and want it to be faster and hit harder. This is for you. I see, I see. The player says played it for 2 hours, decided it wasn't for me. And that is okay. Marky says that's what my parents said about me when they had me. No, no way, Marky. No. Get appreciated. Gamer Sword Spear, yeah! Now, I'm very much someone in Souls games where, like, I will just find one weapon that I like, and then my entire playthrough is centered around that weapon. But in the case of Elden Ring, like, there's so many cool weapons I want to use, so... Like, yes, the game does have respecking, but I don't really like respecking. I can't describe why. Maybe it's just because I've played so many hours of Dark Souls Remastered and there's no respecking in that game. I just like doing my build on the fly, you know? Like, I'm not here to number crunch and, like, be optimal. And yet I number crunched before this stream and decided that I don't want to level Dex and Faith anymore, so... What does that say about me? Yeah, we'll be your family, Marky. We love found family. Because you put a lot of the effort into making characters just to swap it out for a number. I think that's also part of it, yeah. I really enjoy that satisfaction of being a specialist and just like making that playthrough very specialized. You know, like, oh, this playthrough, I'm gonna be a knight. This playthrough, I'm gonna be a knight. This playthrough, I'm gonna be a knight. And so on and so forth. No, I've never played a caster before. My Dark Souls 2 builds makes soul cells weak. And Marquis is being like true quality build, leveling every single stat equally. So basically the god chin build. Dark Souls 2 build. Great Club R2 spam. Actually, no, somehow I have dodged the weirdos so far. I'm glad to hear it, Marky. Fire required ahead, try throwing. Okay. Oh, I see. It's a Erdtree avatar, although it's looking different. Just weak to fire. I think all of them are weak to fire, though. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could just throw fire pots mid-fight. Oh, it's the Putrid avatar. Okay, legally distinct Erdtree avatar. Yeah, that fire damage was pretty good. I just need windows to throw my fire pots. Oh, shit. I am dead from Scarlet Rot. Oopsies. Uh-oh, stinky. There is a Stake of America nearby, so we can just respawn there. We reached 20 in every stat tonight, and more than halfway through getting 21 in each stat. Hell yeah. I'm sure I've been in your streams. They're weird in a cool and charming way. They're weird in a bad and fascist and cringe way. So true. Well put, Marky. Well put. Alright, let's run this back, I guess. You know, I could throw fire pots. Or I could just press R1. And jump attack occasionally. Oh, okay, that is... Oh, I see, it makes an AoE field. Okay. Goodbye to all of my runes there, I didn't pick them up. But I'm not gonna cry over spilt ruins. See, I was wondering what killed me before. I thought it was like the putrid avatar like broke open these jars and there was like rot in them, but still. It's not gonna ruin your day, you say. Exactly. Okay, so yeah, that jump attack is pretty annoying then, if it forces me to back off. Yep, time to back off. But it's also perfect to just throw fire pots. Here it comes. Oh, what's this attack gonna look like? It's the exact same. Okay. Ow. Like, normally I'd get on Torrent to dodge that attack, but... area's kind of cramped, I would say. Sig spam avatar, exactly. Oh my god, can these tree guardians go away? I have business right now. Oh wait, you can just leave and resume the fight? That's so funny. Also, I've learned that just, like, regular sprinting dodges the beams. That's kind of just an Elden Ring classic, though. Like, running dodges most things in this game, surprisingly. Oh my, again. Okay, there we go. Green Burst Crystal Tier and Flame Shrouding Crack Tier. Nice. Strong foe required ahead. Try fire and then cave ahead. Oh yes, because we did have one of those guiding statues pointing us towards a dungeon. I did it! But still no skill. I'm sorry, fellow player, that you feel that way. You know, despite me, like, doing all of these Souls playthroughs, sometimes I myself wonder, like, am I actually good at these games? And I feel like it's kind of redundant to ask that to myself, because... Well, firstly, a lot of people will say, Lumi, you're actually really good at them, or whatever, but also because, like, you only have to be as good as you need to be to hit the credits, you know? Like, you don't have to be a god gamer who beats the game deathless at level 1 without getting hit. If you know, get to the credits of the game, then you won. It doesn't matter how you did it. Or how much you struggled. Ah, Scarlet Rot. Why is it always weak fall? Let me please, we also you moth off a king so bad he didn't want to even let history write his name down. He was so embarrassed. It's true. It's true. We won't speak about that because, you know, I don't want Marky, like, to hear any potential spoilers for the Dark Souls trilogy. But yeah, it's true. It's true. I hit the credits in my life. It feels like there's no good side quests left for me anymore. Aww. It's okay, Marky. You have us. You have us as your NPC companions, although it's probably not good to call myself or other people NPCs. New game plus time. Necessary item ahead. Alright. I do want to sit down and read the item descriptions of the stuff that we just got, but I also want to get to the cave entrance and maybe sit down at the grace there. Try brief respite, then didn't expect confusion. Ruins ahead. No lord ahead. Minor Erdtree Catacombs. Okay. We got the Grace here, and let's look at the loot that we obtained. The Flame-Shrouding Cracked Tear. A crystal tear formed slowly over the ages where the Erdtree's bounty falls to the ground. Can be mixed in the Flask of Wondrous Physic. The resulting concoction temporarily boosts the power of one's fire attacks. And Greenburst Crystal Tear. A crystal tear forms slowly over the ages where the Erdtree's bounty falls to the ground. Can be mixed in the Flask of Wondrous Physic. The resulting concoction temporarily boosts stamina recovery speed. Those are both pretty good, I would say. Alright, let me actually sit at this grace, clean the blood off my character. And thank you, Violet, for the self-care redeem. Yeah, I could take a short little break. Just, like, stand up for a couple seconds. And, you know, get a little sip. You're pretty good, thank you. Thank you for the patties, Marky. Just want to catch up on chat here before I go and have a little sippy of some water and just a quick little stretch. Moon saying to Marky, I love being the good kind of weird, thank you. And Claywell is saying, I am in Caelid on my first playthrough as well. I am cosplaying as a Tree Sentinel. That's awesome. Yeah, I'd love to have Tree Sentinel drip as well, but I really like the Lanedale Knight armor set. So we're doing that for now, because we're like Holy Paladin. That's kind of the aesthetic that we're going for. And kind of the build that we're going for, because we've leveled enough Faith to the point where like we can use a whole bunch of different really cool like utility incantations. Speaking of which, I probably want to get more of them, especially the ones that like buff your weapon with an element, because unlike Black Flame Blade, which lasts 7 seconds, the other buff incantations actually lasts for a decent portion of time, like a minute or two, I think. So, you know, that could potentially be worth it. Time for Dodongo's Cavern, but is it in logic? I don't know, Marky, I don't know. Marky says, sorry for the sad boy messages, I'll try to finish Dark Souls 2 before the end of 2026. Dark Souls 2 is by far, like, the longest game of the trilogy. Please take your time with it, Marky. 2 is a game that, you know, very much is more enjoyable, I would say, the slower that you play through it, in my opinion. Referring to living, breathing people as NPCs is one of the developments of the 21st century. It sure is, Alex. It sure is. It's time for Ocarina of Time rando again. Potentially. Potentially. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna quickly stand up, grab some water, stretch a little bit. I'm not gonna go to the AFK screen. I'm just gonna make this a minor break. Because the way I put it, like, last week is that I want to have, like, a major break every hour of stream, and then I'm okay with having, like, minor breaks, you know, between those hour periods. No Maxwell, then, exactly. No Maxwell, I'm sorry to say. You will not be seeing Maxwell or hearing any music or anything. You can just sit here and stare at my character while my character is staring off in the distance. Because it doesn't look like she's looking at that Grace there. I think she's looking ahead. And look at that golden light outside. Alright, I'll see you all in, like in a minute or two. Or like 30 seconds. And yes, I'll be back in a little bit. I'm gonna vanish. See you then. Right, and I am back. I said it was going to be a short break, and so thus it was. Just making sure that my model tracking is still good, because I know it can be a bit weird when I stand up to have my breaks. Alright, so we will do the minor Erdtree Catacombs here, and I think that will be the last bit that we do for stream, before we continue on with more Elden Ring later in the week, and hopefully get around to Redmane Castle. We'll see, we'll see. But it's been fun just exploring Caelid for this stream and not having to worry about, like, my little checklist of things to do. It's dungeon time, baby. Oh yeah. Be wary of enemy. Be wary of up. Why is it always up? Because it's imps. Elden Ring players' least favorite enemy, probably. I don't know. I found them a little bit tedious. But, like, in a good way, right? They're meant to be annoying. I cried during that film, too. Classic joke, classic joke. Right down. Oh, I see, so if we... Oh! Oh my god, finally Elden Ring did it! The classic FromSoft check below the elevator gimmick. Liar ahead. Liar ahead. Who's lying? Is the door lying to us? Is the wall lying to us? Secret passage ahead. Okay. Is this Scarlet Rot? Of course it is. I'm checking every elevator in Dark Souls 2, and I've been doing the same in Elden Ring. Hey Telv, thank you for the patties. Hope you're doing alright. Okay, so we're probably gonna want to equip an item to help with Scarlet Rot here, which we do have the Preserving Boluses, so we could just use those. Lady Knight, that's me, hi. Yes, hi, I am Lumi. You've heard of Scarlet Rot. Now get ready for Scarlet Brain Rot. Ooh, a Grave Violet. We have never obtained those before, I don't think. Or, no, we have. Oh, actually, what if I just use my Wondrous Physic, because I put passive healing over time on it, so hopefully that helps alleviate the Scarlet Rot damage, if only a little bit. It's not really helping. I think we're just gonna have to deal with it. I mean, we do have talismans we could also use that have, like, rot resistance on them, but we could just out-heal the damage. First off, pair, therefore time for monstrosity. Okay. Yeah, I've gotten multiple Grave Violets before. Okay, so yeah, it looks like there's a boss there. Or maybe that's just the boss of the entire dungeon? Maybe we've just skipped ahead to the end of it? Who knows? Is this gonna mention, like, an ambush? No, it's mentioning a weak foe ahead. But also, yes, ambush ahead. How about some of this? Got him. Oh, it's just crabs. Where are the imps? No, it's just crabs. Just crabs. Get some more goodies here. Oh no, I'm out of cerulean flasks. Silly me. I've had so much fun using the Knight's Greatsword in this stream. So I can definitely see myself using this at least until we get the Greatsword that I have been building towards. But I believe we won't get that Greatsword until we go to the Royal Capital, which is not going to be for quite a while. Which one are you trying to get? I am trying to get Ordovis's Greatsword, because I tried it in Elden Ring Night Rain, and I really, really like it. Would this be an opportunity? Imphead Wolf? Ew. Hey, Werejust. Lovely to see you around. Hope you're doing alright. We're exploring catacombs. Hee dog. Oh, nice. That's our first ever Grave Glovewort 5. It would be a shame if I were to never use them. And, oh, Sacramental Buds. We do actually want to get a lot of those. I'm very, very happy to have obtained that. So I'll just drop down here and get the Aeonian Butterfly and these other upgrade materials. Yeah, I feel like I'm doing this dungeon in kind of like a little fucked up reverse order. Where I feel like I went to the end of the dungeon first, and now I'm going back to the start of it. But who knows? Yeah, killing these without fire is pretty tedious, and I cannot craft mid-combat, and I'm out of FP, so... But I'm not out of options. I can just keep pressing R1 and I'll win eventually. Or R2. I don't like this camera angle very much, but we'll just have to deal with it. Yeah, fighting these without fire damage sure is something. I could also just imbue fire on one of my weapons to make it easier. Yeah, time for fire. Me when the amorphous blob has a stance threshold. And this will poise break, and then we can't repulse the blob, because, yeah, that makes sense. Like, where would I even repulse it from? Like, stab it from above, I guess? I don't know. Alright, I think that's everything there. I'm kind of running low on healing, so... yeah, I'm pretty sure that's everything there. There would have been player messages mentioning stuff otherwise. Oh, and I see, this is where the... yeah, okay, I see. Down ahead and then let there be pair. No, what if I just want to go through, like, the dungeon normally now? Gosh, do I love guard counters. Thank you From Software for guard counters. Never remove them. Like, oh, that guard counter animation is good. Ah, tranquility. I can't sit on the chair, though. I'm too heavy with all this armor, just break the chair. Alright, let me guess, there's like an ambush here. Yep. Wow. This really is the spiritual successor to Dark Souls 2. Behold lever, but still no door. If only I had a door. Somewhere a heavy door has opened. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-dum. Alright, while we have a peaceful moment, let's go over the item descriptions of the 3 things that we have obtained. Grave Glovewort 5. White flower that blooms in catacombs, each a soundless bell used to summon spirits. Strengthens ashes to +5. Spirit tuning is not merely the simple act of imbuing strength. It is an art that lies somewhere between tuning an instrument and conducting a conversation, leaving both parties enriched. Alright. And then we have the Sacramental Bud. An immature bud containing fresh blood. Material used for crafting items. Believed to originate long ago from a strain of buds cultivated with youthful sacramental blood. Oh, that is a little bit disturbing. What? I'm just reading the item descriptions, right? I'm just reading what's said there. Sorry, I just want to look at this description again. I think I know what we can make with this. We can make the preserving boluses, or however you say them, or boluses, boluses, whatever. But interesting, yeah, strain of buds cultivated with youthful sacramental blood. That's, a little disturbing. Some descriptions are so bizarre. Oh, but it's really nice world building stuff. I like it quite a lot. I enjoy these minor details, because they're cool, and I like them. But also then there's descriptions that are just really fucked up when you look at them. Alright. And then we have the Imp Head Wolf. Head covering made from the largely unaltered head of an impish golem, resembling a wolf. It holds trace amounts of lupine endurance. Yeah, wolf hat. I mean, we have the wolf mask from Salivus's Rise, but I'm not wearing that because that's, like, fucked up. And it looks like Blythe for some reason, and it scares me. I mean, this also scares me as well, to be fair. Alright, we are out of healing, so maybe we just want to go back to the entrance and refill our flasks before delving through again. Yeah, maybe there's two bosses here if we... Oh wait, no, we pulled the lever, so... Oh, right, that heavy... Okay, I see now. Sorry, I'm being silly, don't mind me. Being said though... Lever, oh lever. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit at the Grace, refill my flasks, and then we'll come back through here. Just see if there's any, like, platforming jumps I can do. Doesn't look like it. See, normally I do these dungeons in, like, a single run, but sometimes the dungeon is filled with scarlet rot, and that is painful to deal with. But what if we made poison but stronger? From Software, please. You can get out of the kitchen and, you know, like, don't cook too hard, or you might burn the meal. Alright, so we've been this way, and we did go this way, did we? I genuinely don't remember. Yes, we did. So in that case, yeah, we just head down, and that's basically gonna be it for the rest of the dungeon. Oh, except, yeah, we have to go through the Scarlet Rot now. Lovely. It's okay, we can just jump through it. Jump. Alright, no, this is just a dead end. I unequipped my preserving boluses because I was like, oh, I don't need to use them anymore. You're aware of Up? Yes, I know. Yes, Up is a very scary film. It tackles mature themes like death. That's scary. Sadly, Lumi and friends, it's time for Marky to sleep. Good night and best of luck. Thank you, Marky. I do appreciate it. And thank you so much for bringing your community over here again. We're gonna be doing the boss down here, and then we're gonna be wrapping up the stream. Defeating one by one required ahead, says this player. And another player says, be wary of fire. Okay. Well, let's do this. Oh, it's both Erdtree Barrier Watchdogs now. We fought each of them individually, but now it's both at once. Yeah, cool, it's this one. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do about this. Obviously Spirit Ashes are a choice, or an option. But what if I just threw lightning spears? Ever think about that? Because, like, lightning spear's pretty good. In fact, I can make its damage even better if I two-hand my Sacred Seal. Because then we actually get the strength bonus. Oh my gosh. Funnily enough, this is actually the second duo fight we've done this stream. First it was the pumpkin heads, and now it's this. Oh, I'm getting hit by that. Yep. Also, my problem with casting is I always want to fully charge, even though, like, that's not really safe to do. You can only really do that during larger openings, and especially in the context of this fight, I'm not, like, fully charging my stuff like that. Alright, now we just do jump attacks, I guess, and then just hope that it dies. Like, yeah, I do have fire pots, but I don't know if that would do much damage. I mean, we might as well try. Not great damage, but, I mean, it's nice not having to actually go over there to fight them. Elden Ring loves a gang fight. It does. Okay, now we can actually play the game. Lumi, what do you mean? You were playing the game before. I was, but I didn't really find the game of cat and mouse very fun, actually. Or in this case, dog and knight. I will just always be a melee combat enjoyer at heart. There we go, enemy felled. Mad Pumpkinhead Ashes. Likely weak foe. Visions of suffering. Why is it always weak foe? Dog and Knight sounds familiar. So true. I had so much trouble with this fight. Yeah, I mean, if I did it purely melee, I think I would have suffered a bunch, but thank goodness I have incantations to make things a bit easier on myself. Ross. I guess rump joke. Don't think all the more rumpo rump. Yep, it's another butt joke. Alright, I'm thinking that we should actually go back to the round table hold. I'd like to see if I can upgrade my Knight's Greatsword before we wrap up stream. Yeah, I know, one more thing, one more thing. Just checking my level. 72, that's pretty nice. Yeah, look, we explored all of this in a couple of hours. Pretty nice. And we'll be exploring more down south next time. But yeah, I'm gonna go talk to Hugh. I'm gonna go check in with our pal Rogier. Oh, okay, he's dead now. Rogier's bell bearing, Spellblade's pointed hat, Spellblade's traveling attire, Spellblade's gloves, trousers. And Rogier's letter. Well, he's not dead per se, he's just in eternal slumber. Yeah, he's just doing a big sleep. Alright, well, let's take a look at all this. Let's save the letter for last, because that seems important. So, let's just start by looking at this. Rogier's bell bearing. Rogier, the sorcerer's bell bearing, found upon his perished flesh. Offer to the twin maiden husks at the round table hold to gain access to new items. And then Mad Pumpkinhead Ashes. Ashen remains in which spirits yet dwell. Used to summon the spirit of a mad pumpkinhead. Spirit of a mad soldier with a large, brawny physique. Though he has stifled his panic within the dark confines of his helmet, he rampages as if driven mad when agitated by bloodshed or the humming of insects. This mad soldier is all that is left of a broken gladiator. Oh, well, that gives a lot more context on the Mad Pumpkinhead warriors that we've been fighting. Damn. That's interesting. Alright, and then let's look at the armor set here. Spellblade's pointed hat. Glintstone Sorcerer Rogier's pointed hat. A sign of a heretical practitioner. Strengthens Glintstone sorcery skills. Rogier spent his life behaving with utter detachment. No one noticed the anger, grief, regret, or fear that existed along with it. And the attire. Glintstone Sorcerer Rogier's traveling attire, graced with an intricate, aristocratic decoration. Strengthens Glintstone sorcery skills. Rogier spent his entire life behaving with utter detachment. No one noticed the anger, grief, regret, or fear that existed along with it. And, I mean, it's pretty much just the exact same, but yeah. Gloves, graced with an intricate aristocratic decoration. It also strengthens glintstone skills. That's pretty nice. And then the trousers, yet again, intricate aristocratic decoration. But interesting that pointed hats are a sign of heretical practitioners of, like, sorcery. That's just, that is interesting. Ronnie has a big witch hat. I mean, she's a witch. So, yeah, like, that would be considered pretty heretical, no? Alright. I do like the pointed hat. I do love big hats. I miss you, Big Hat Logan. Alright. So yeah, and then also all of these... do they actually strengthen glintstone sorcery skills, or is this just, like, flavor text that doesn't actually do anything? Does it actually stack with itself if you wear the full set? I am curious about that. If people have, like, an answer. But obviously, no worries if not, because I'm not a sorcerer. I don't give a shit about glintstone sorcery skills. Alright, and then we have... I'm kind of nervous to scroll over and look at this letter. I'm a little bit nervous to press left and read it. Like, what has he written for us? Like, on his, I guess, deathbed? Because he is permanently asleep now. But we'll have to... We'll have to gather the courage to look. Letter written in a trembling hand. I forgot to tell you, but it seems Dee has a younger brother. I heard he lies in a deep sleep in the aqueduct beside the eternal city of Nokron. It's said he stood before the Prince of Death not far beyond that spot. Oh. Dee has a brother. Interesting. According to the wiki, increases damage from Astros of War / skills by 2% per piece. Okay. So that's a total of 4 pieces, so... like, 8%. It's pretty good. I mean, like, little damage increases like that, they can add up over time, so. Any weapon skill that does magic damage will be boosted. Okay, that's fairly solid. But interesting here, so... I'm gonna go talk to D after this. I need to see if D has, like, dialogue, because it feels like he should probably have dialogue for this. Need to see if you're higher level than me or not. Okay. So, deep sleep in the aqueduct beside the eternal city of Nokron. Okay. We are going to be going to Nokron, I think, after we do Altus Plateau. The order that we're doing for areas is we're doing Caelid, Altus Plateau, and then Nokron afterwards. Just because I want to do it in that order. Found several areas, quest lines, and complete missed, so now I'm curious. Yeah! Okay. And, like... I stood before the Prince of Death not far beyond that spot. I guess an extension of Godwin's body, or, like, actual Godwin's body. Who knows? Alright. Do you have dialogue for this?
Ah, hello there. What can I do for you?
You don't have any dialogue for that? Really? I'm actually surprised.
Did you need something else?
You would think that he would acknowledge, like, Roger being in a permanent deep sleep, but I guess he already acknowledged, like, when he was afflicted with, like, the death blight. They're not observant, no. Gideon is, though. The all-knowing, all-hearing creature that he is. Yeah, I'm not calling him a tarnished. He's a creature. Alright. Now here, we're actually here for Hugh.
Well, where have you been hiding? I took you for dead. No matter, it's all the same. Lay out your arms, then.
Alright, also I do want to sell some stuff, because I have a ton of duplicates of things that I got from killing the Redmane soldiers, like... Don't need that short sword, I don't need multiple Lordsworn straight swords. Unless I was, like, trying to dual wield them, but I'm not. I have multiple pickaxes, which, yet again, I'm not dual wielding. Clayman's harpoon. Like, Runes of Ruins, I will take more of them. Even if it's very little on their own. And then just looking at, like, armor. Do we have any duplicates to sell? No. I guess we can sell that. Look at all these goodies that I have. Alright, that's pretty much everything that I wanted to sell, so... Can we upgrade our Knight's Heavy Greatsword? We sure can. We can get that baby to plus 10. And we can get it to plus 11. And to plus 12. And to plus 13, actually. Oh yeah, baby. Yeah, so I'm not really gonna upgrade the Longsword or Uchigatana anymore, because Longsword I'm kind of dropping now. And Uchigatana is going to be replaced by the Nagakiba when we get to Altus Plateau. So we're just using the Heavy Greatsword as our primary weapon for now. 71, you're 72. I'm 72 years old! No, I know you mean level. I guess if I'm not going to use the longsword anymore, I could just put Bloody Slash on this weapon instead, but I'm enjoying Giant Hunt. It's a pretty fun skill. I don't think... I want to look at this. Like, if I used all of my runes here, would I be able to get another level? I'd have to number crunch for that. Maybe? Potentially? Yeah, I feel like I could. But I'll hold off on it. Let's just fast travel back to a spot in Caelid where we can wrap up the stream. Where do we want to go, then? The Rotview balcony, probably? Smoldering Wall. Or maybe Smoldering Wall, since we're probably going to go down south from there. Because I don't really think I spotted anything else of note. I mean, there was like a big jar ahead there. I could check that out. Let's just go to Rotview balcony. And also I can quickly test the damage of the greatsword now. How are my... like, what's my attack rating with it? 386 when two-handing. And... 347 when one-handing. That's pretty good. I just want to bonk something real quick. Sure, you will do. Not really good to test on you, to be honest. Oh. Hi there. Yeah, I was waiting for these ghoul fellas to show up. Yeah, damage is pretty good. It should be more than enough for battling Radahn. Alright, well, that's pretty much all I wanted to do, so let's get things all wrapped up here. No, I'm sitting at the Grace. I do not want to have to fight those enemies. Did the combat music stop? Thank you. Alright. 66 hours of playtime on our save file. Only 2 deaths this stream, both to the same boss. Overall, I'd say things went pretty well. I'm quite satisfied with everything that we got done in that stream. A lot of bosses down. We have technically finished Roger's questline now that he is gone. I do need to give the bell bearing to the Twin Maiden Husks. I keep forgetting to do those. But the bell bearing just basically sells his inventory that he would normally teach you when he was actually awake and alive. Alright, let's head on over here. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming by the stream. Hope you all had a lovely time with some more Lumi Elden Ring. We will be back with more Elden Ring later in the week as we continue exploring more of Caelid and fighting Radahn. I feel like we're gonna get around to Radahn on the weekend, but I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see. No promises. Thank you for being here, everyone. I really do appreciate it. Let me quickly promote the socials and the Discord server. You know where to find me off stream, and where I post my stream schedule. That will be on Blue Sky and Discord. And I also upload these Elden Ring VODs onto YouTube, so if you want to see like how my fight against Renala went, or you know you want to see me exploring Stormvale Castle, then those VODs are up. You can watch them. As of this stream, the first couple of Liurnia streams are up on YouTube, and the next set of VODs I have to upload will be basically the ones where we do the Academy, which I'm excited to get those uploaded. Yeah, that's pretty much that. Let me talk about what we're doing for the rest of the week. Because, yes, I do stream things that aren't Elden Ring. Tomorrow we're going to be streaming an indie game called Heroes Against Time. We did play the demo of it on stream earlier this year, or last year even? No, it was earlier this year. The full game is out now. I'm very excited to play the full game on stream. It is a very cool, fast-paced, team-building roguelike. And yeah, no, that's that. And then obviously more Elden Ring later in the week. You know when I usually do Elden Ring. And then Sunday, Australian time, 12 PM, is another flex slot. It's going to be more Monster Hunter Rise with Moon. But obviously, if technical issues come up either on my side or on Moon's side, then either we'll stream something different or there just won't be a stream at all. So, yeah, that's pretty much that. Let me think of when it came by to stream, and then we will find someone to raid off into if there are even many options at this hour. Thank you so much for being here, Moon. Thanks for being here, Alex Speedling. Thank you so much for being here, Marky, and thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much for being here, Ray Borga. Thanks for being here, Violet. Thank you so much for being here, Blair. Amazing to see you around. Thanks for being here, Looney. Thank you so much for being here. Gotta keep scrolling. Iguana Bob. Thanks for being here, Claywell. Thank you so much for being here, Telv. Thanks for being here, Melissa. Gotta keep scrolling. So many friends. Thanks for being here as well, V. You remember seeing V around. And that's mostly everyone. But obviously, wherever you were here... Oh, and where Jess. Yes, sorry. There we go, okay. Obviously, wherever you were here for a minute, an hour, the whole stream, you're just lurking or watching the VOD. I hope you had a lovely time. Yeah, I'm looking forward to more Caelid. Which I think that's probably an uncommon statement with Elden Ring players. I'm actually looking forward to exploring more of Caelid. It's a really cool place. It's so distinct. It's so unique. It's very horrifying. Absolutely. Like, very grotesque and disgusting. But it's cool. I like it. I'm looking forward to more of it. Alright. Yes, raid time now. Raid. Who to raid? Good question. I don't know who. What about this stream? This one's been going for a while. But yeah, we'll raid into it anyway. We're gonna raid into Saphael, who is doing a subathon on day 2 and is playing through Dark Souls 3, specifically the Ringed City DLC, currently fighting Dark Eater Midir. And yeah, Midir's definitely a challenging fight, that's for certain. So let's get that raid up and going, and I will see you all tomorrow for some Heroes Against Time, and later in the week for more Elden Ring and the Flex Slot stream. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. Please have a lovely morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you're on the world. Make sure to stretch and hydrate plenty, as I did throughout the stream. Take your meds in case you've forgotten. And the moral of this stream is fire damage good. Fire damage is very nice. I like setting things on fire. You should set things on fire too. In video games. Specifically in video games. Alright, that's enough from me. Let's go cheer on Saphael on their journey through Dark Souls 3. Alright, I'll see you all next time. Take care, everyone. It's raid time, baby. Oh yeah!